So that's gas, the fossil fuel that's meant to save the day when Bant, the Greens and the Teals want all fossil fuels gone by 2030. And now crocodile tears because of breakdowns and maintenance outages in the East Coast's coal-fired power stations. And these breakdowns have, we are told, exacerbated an energy supply crunch. Well, of course they have. Isn't this the consequence of policies of the previous government, which are the mirror image of the policies of this government? Only today we hear that the Energy Minister and Climate Change Minister Chris Bowen, meeting with the US Special Envoy for Climate Change, that dud John Kerry, agreeing that climate change was a key reform agenda for the government. And Mr Kerry warmly welcomed the new government's approach. Look, this mob still don't get it. It is true that there have been breakdowns and maintenance outages in coal-fired power stations. But I said last week, if you're a board member of an outfit that owns a coal-fired power station, would you put your hand up to open another coal-fired power station or to update maintenance or revamp your existing ageing coal-powered facility? Why would a corporate owner with half a brain commit capital to the upkeep of a coal-fired power station when this government, like the last, is mouthing renewable energy production, which never materialises adequately, but government's prepared to subsidise this renewable stuff to the tune of almost $3 billion a year up to 2030. I've said over and over again, an energy policy can be written in one line. Energy must be available, reliable and affordable. Renewable energy is none of these. Graham Lloyd is the environment editor for the Australian newspaper. He has written with clarity about these issues for years. He wrote last week, and I quote, "Too many people with too little understanding have turned a problem of physics and engineering into one of politics and economics." He said the breakdown in electricity supply is as serious as it has been predictable. Engineers know that grinding the coal sector into the ground won't make renewables produce electricity when the wind isn't blowing and the sun isn't shining. He said leaving gas in the ground, as New South Wales and Victoria have done, won't power a backup supply. Stealing back supplies of gas from companies that have contracted to sell it elsewhere will compound the problems, unquote. And then the clincher, and I quote, Graham Lloyd, "Governments generally don't last long enough to reap the product of the chaos they sow," unquote. If the current energy crisis isn't chaos, what is it? I'll tell you what it is, a product of appalling policy.